The distance of 3 inches. It always started with the rain. You came in out of it, shaking water from your jacket, laughing at yourself the way you always did, like the world was a joke only you were in on. I handed you a towel without thinking. Our fingers touched for maybe half a second. You didn't notice. I noticed everything. That's the thing about wanting someone for a long time. You become a scientist of them. You catalog the exact angle their head tilts when they're thinking. You memorize the pause before they speak, that half breath, that tiny moment of gathering, because in that silence, you've already imagined everything they might say. Make yourself comfortable, I said. And what I meant was, you already are the most comfortable thing in my world. You dropped onto my couch the way water finds its level. Natural, inevitable. You pulled your knees up and looked at me over the rim of your mug, and I had to turn toward the window so you wouldn't see what was on my face. Chapter 1. Outside. The rain drew slow fingers down the glass. What the body already knows. There is a kind of energy between two people that has nothing to do with words. It moves the way heat moves. You don't see it travel. You only notice when it has arrived. When you shifted closer on the couch, I felt it before I registered the motion. A warmth that the room hadn't had a moment before. You were talking. I was listening. Truly listening. In that way where you're tracking every word and also tracking the way their mouth forms around the syllables, the way their lashes lower when they hit an emotion they haven't named yet. I keep almost saying something, you said, and then I don't. Say it. You looked at me, and something in the air changed its pressure. Chapter 2. This is the tantric secret that no one teaches. Longing is its own kind of contact. The space between two bodies, charged and deliberate, is not emptiness. It is fullness. It is every touch that hasn't happened yet, humming at a frequency the skin already recognizes. You didn't say it. Not yet. You looked away, and I let you, because I understood. Some confessions need to be circled 3 or 4 times before you can land. I reached over and turned the lamp down. Not off, just lower. The room got softer. You exhaled like you'd been holding it since morning. The confession has a heartbeat. You ever notice, you said, voice lower now, pitched for the dark, how you always know when someone is about to touch you, even before they do? Your skin just knows? Yes. Chapter 3. That's what it's been like, you said, being near you. For a long time now. I went very still. Still the way a deer goes still, not from fear, but from the complete attention of every sense converging on a single point. How long? My voice came out quieter than I intended. You laughed softly, not a deflecting laugh, a surrendering one. Long enough to be embarrassing. A pause. Long enough that I think my body has just decided. Without consulting me. There is a breath between wanting and reaching. It lasts less than a second. In that breath is every version of every future. The cautious ones, the reckless ones, the beautiful ones that make you ache just imagining them. I took that breath. And then I closed the 3 inches between us. Not to kiss you. Not yet. Just to let my shoulder rest against yours. To let our bodies confirm what our voices had been circling. You made a sound, very small, very low, like something that had been held under tension finally releasing. Slow, like water, learning stone. When I did turn toward you, I did it slowly. This was intentional. Urgency would have broken the spell. This thing we'd built with 6 months of almost touches and loaded silences, and every mundane moment that was secretly charged. You don't rush a frequency you've spent that long tuning. I brought my hand up and stopped just before your jaw. A millimeter, maybe less. enough to feel the warmth of your skin without taking anything that wasn't offered. "Tell me," I said. Your eyes met mine, dark and full of something I recognized because I'd been carrying the same thing. "Yes," you said. One syllable. Infinite weight. The first touch is never just touch. It is acknowledgement. It is the body finally speaking the sentence the mouth has been drafting for months. Every nerve ending that meets yours is saying, "I see you. I have always," Chapter 4, "seen you. I have been waiting here, patient as a held breath, for exactly this." My thumb traced the line of your cheekbone. Slow. Learning the geography of you the way a river learns the landscape it moves through. Not forcing a path, but finding the one that was always there. You closed your eyes. And outside, the rain kept falling, not interrupting, but accompanying. A rhythm beneath a rhythm. The architecture of a kiss. There are people you kiss and immediately understand why you kissed them. And then there are people whose kiss answers a question you didn't know your whole body had been asking. You were the second kind. Chapter 5. It was barely a kiss at first, a threshold, a question offered and answered in the same breath. Your lips, warm and uncertain, and then certain, and my hands finding your face like they already knew exactly where to go. You made a small sound against my mouth. I felt it more than heard it. I pulled back just slightly. Not to stop, but to look at you. To confirm that this was real and not another iteration of the dream I'd been running on a loop. Your eyes opened slowly, heavy-lidded, your lips slightly parted. You looked at me like I was something you'd been searching for without knowing you'd lost it. This is the tantric truth. Desire, fully met, doesn't diminish. It deepens. The wanting doesn't end when the touching begins. It expands. It finds new rooms in you that you didn't know existed, and it fills them one by one, slow and deliberate, like light entering a house at dawn. "More," you said quietly, not demanding, not pleading, just honest. So I gave you more. Chapter 6. Gravity, finally surrendered. To later, much later, we lay in the low light, rain still speaking against the window. And you had your head on my chest, and I had my hand in your hair. And neither of us was asleep because neither of us wanted to close our eyes on this. "I almost didn't say anything," you murmured. "I almost just let it stay inside me and rot there quietly." "I know," I said. "I almost did the same." You tilted your face up to look at me. In the dim light, something in your expression was so open, so unguarded, that I had to press a kiss to your forehead just to do something with the feeling. "What changed?" you asked. "Tonight. What was different?" I thought about it honestly. I think I got tired of only almost having you. This is what they don't tell you about slow burns. The fire is not less because it took time to catch. It is more, because everything that fed it, every charged glance, every held breath, every accidental touch that lingered a half-second too long, all of that becomes part of the heat. You do not consume something like that quickly. You inhabit it. You live inside it. You let it move through you like a tide that knows your name. You settled back down against me. Your breath evened slowly. The rain softened, and I lay there holding the improbable, perfect weight of you, thinking, gravity is not a force. Gravity is a consequence. Two things with enough mass, enough presence, enough time. They will always, eventually, find each other. We always were going to find each other. It just took a rainy night and a confession and the courage to close 3 inches of space. 3 inches. The whole world. End of part 1.